Long-term investing is one of the most powerful tools an investor has. But many retail investors avoid fundamental analysis altogether. Instead, they rely on a FinTwit guru, telling them which stock could be the next 10x. But that guru may have different incentives, different biases, and a completely different investment thesis than you. Or they rely only on technical analysis. Charts can help with timing, but they can't tell you whether a business is worth owning for years. Today, AI gives us another option. We can use a clear fundamental analysis methodology, adapted to the specific company we want to study. So instead of asking AI, "Should I buy this stock?" let me show you the process I actually use, with NVIDIA as our example. The first step is research. I open a new NotebookLM notebook and load it with NVIDIA's financial reports. I also add earnings call transcripts and investor presentations, creating one research base for the company. The advantage of NotebookLM is that its analysis is grounded in the sources I provide. Instead of relying on an AI model's general knowledge, I can trace the analysis back to the company's actual documents. Next, I go to a gem I built around my fundamental analysis methodology. I tell it which company I'm analyzing, in this case, NVIDIA, and ask it to create a company-specific prompt for NotebookLM. That prompt defines the analysis NotebookLM should perform, based on the fundamental factors that actually matter for NVIDIA's business. Because I don't want to analyze every company with exactly the same checklist. A semiconductor and AI infrastructure company should not be analyzed the same way as a bank, a biotech company, or a SaaS business. Now I take that NVIDIA-specific prompt back to NotebookLM and run the analysis against the sources I uploaded. NotebookLM performs the analysis according to the company-specific prompt we created, using the reports, transcripts, and presentations I provided. The result is a structured, source-grounded research output that I can trace back to NVIDIA's own documents. And now, it's ready for the next analytical step. I take the NotebookLM analysis back to the GEM. Now the GEM has two things: the company-specific research and the fundamental analysis methodology I built into it. Using both, the GEM produces a complete fundamental analysis of NVIDIA, including its conclusions, key risks, and its own recommendation. But this is important. I don't simply accept that recommendation. For me, this is where the final decision process begins. I use the GEM's analysis as a starting point, not as the final answer. I ask follow-up questions, challenge its assumptions, and focus on where the investment thesis may be weakest. Then, I make my own decision. Is NVIDIA a company I want to own for the long term? And if it is, at what price does the investment make sense to me? AI can help me research, analyze, and challenge a company much faster. But it doesn't make the investment decision for me. That responsibility stays with the investor. The goal isn't to let AI choose stocks for you. It's to use AI to build a better investment process, to do better research, challenge your assumptions, and build your own investment conviction. If you want to see more practical ways to use AI in fundamental research and portfolio management, subscribe to the channel. And remember, every new earnings report is another thesis check. Are the reasons you chose to own this company still valid?